When I think about that stand-up show when you went to and you did Luther Vandross, you did that how did you I just have to know because it is so difficult not only to create a stand-up show but to do one as original as yours. I mean, me and my friends sit back and pull that up and watch and watch and watch. You have to tell me what was that process of putting that together?
What was my secret sauce was throwing music into my comedy. So when I was doing stand-up, I saw all the comedians that you know right now, DL, the Wayans, the Rock, everybody. But the difference was I would put music into my joint.
That's incredible,
So
Jamie.
now Snoop has a song out, and I would take that on stage and say, what if Snoop's Gin and Juice was opera?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, rolling down the street, smoking Nindo, sipping on gin and juice, the juice, with my mind on my money, and my money on my mind, biatch. So now I started putting all of the music stuff and anybody that I could do an impersonation just into the music. I would try to do this because I had to disrupt Tommy Davidson. I had to disrupt the Wayans. I had to let them know I had to separate myself with the music. And then there was a situation. I know DL Hughley remembers this.
Uh-oh.
So I'm walking to this comedy club and all the comedians come outside. I said, man, you cheating. I said, what? Yeah, man, you singing, man, and then you ain't supposed to be singing. I said, oh my, I didn't know it was a comedy union. Like, what?
It's the leg rub.
They said, well, you wouldn't be funny if you wasn't singing. I said, So I go into the comedy club to do my set. I don't sing. I do 25 minutes of that hot and people going crazy. I said, wait. I just want to know, did I sing tonight? And some girls, we waiting. I said, no.
We waiting.
Somebody told me outside that I wasn't funny unless I sung. And so I'm not going to say, they was like, well, I know it when it just went up. So when I came outside, DL said, man, that was brilliant. Buddy, they gave me my props. But what they did was they forced me to sharpen the comedy so that the music was just a cherry on top. So that I'ma still have them laughing, but then the music was just something that I would, lay on it. It wasn't, in other words, if comedy is a banana split, this was just the musical whipped cream. You know what I'm saying?